Good evening, everyone. It is Christine here, and the excitement levels are high here tonight. I received a package in the post today in a large padded envelope. And so for many of you, you might know I'm taking part in the Great Big Little Stitchery Swap hosted by Annie Claxton, Arty Farty Annie, where we are exchanging squares of stitchery with other folks around the world. So I've been kind of expecting that the stitchery will arrive in flashish sort of envelopes. So I was kind of surprised to have a padded envelope, and I was trying to rack my brains thinking, had I bought something online? But then I thought, oh, I'm pretty sure this might be a stitchery square. So I've taken it out of the envelope because I didn't want to inadvertently show someone's address. And I've got the box here, and I've just loosened this bit of tape because otherwise I'm hopeless at opening up tape. So let's take a look together. I'll have a quick look at the card myself and just make sure there's no identifying factors or anything in it, or anything that the writer might not want me to share on camera. How cute's that little envelope? I can show you the front of the card. Very cute little kitty cat looking in a pond. Okay. So it looks, it's from Sheryn, who is one of my Stitchery swap partners. And it says, "Dear Christine, I had trouble deciding between the small stitcheries, so I decided to send you all three. I hope you enjoy them and that one will be featured in your book. Happy stitching, from Sheryn." Oh my goodness, 3 stitcheries. Okay, I'm a bit like a kid at Christmas time now. I'm just going to be rustling in. Got to delay the gratification a little bit because that anticipation is half the fun. Oh, how beautifully, all just beautiful tissue paper. That rustle is just a fun thing. Let's keep that little very cute pussycat on the frame. Okay. Try and save the tissue paper because I'll be able to recycle, repurpose. Just have to sacrifice that little bit there, but I can still use it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sheryn, that is absolutely incredible. Like the ginger pot jars, the traditional white and blue vases, and the textures and all the flowers. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? Wow. Look at the textures and the laces, the vintage laces, the little squares of fabric, all the stitching, the seed stitching, the beautiful little stitches down here. Wow, little French knots or colonial knots. I love the pom-pom flower. That's absolutely gorgeous, but so beautiful. And then love this effect where you've put some tulle on over the fabrics, and then a sweet little butterfly. That is absolutely stunning. And these are like felted flowers. Have these been hand felted, I wonder, Sheryn? Goodness. Oh, and then underneath this little pom-pommy, there's a beautiful, looks like a vintage Suffolk puff, and then another Suffolk puff there. So much to see, and the little leaves, you've just got really beautiful, it's like, yeah, I mean, it is not just like, it is coming out from the stitched page, and just lovely fabric underneath as well. Oh, I love that. I'm so stoked just with this one, but to think that you've sent me 3 of your amazing pieces of art, I'm going to have to take a breath before we move on with the next one. Look at that. Wow. I just love that. The colors and everything. I'm overwhelmed. Oh, there's another Suffolk puff under this one, and then you put the little stitched flowers on top. Exquisite. Look at those little French knots. Okay, I think we've just sighted the one underneath, so I will move on. Let's keep them all in frame because I'm not going to deprive you of looking at them. Because they are gorgeous. Let's move these out of the way now. Wow. Now let's get these properly in frame. I love my little birds, adore birds. So beautiful how you've done that. So different bits of fabric and then the stitching over, and then wow. Love how you've created the little feathers. You've used, it looks like maybe a piece of broderie engrais for the little bib on the bird, the little front section of the bird. Your pieces just feel absolutely amazing. Just all the stitching on them, the beautiful buttons. Just love, yeah, the detail. And then this tree reminds me of cherry blossoms. It's just divine. Your knots are so perfect. Do beautiful knots. And then look at this lovely linen fabric at the back here. It's got just a really fine design on it. That is absolutely exquisite. I am just, yeah, blown away. Wow. And just such lovely vintage fabrics. These all have that, yeah, that really vintage feel to them. They are just amazing. Now, I didn't have a look at the back. You know how I love looking at oh, it's got her name. Lovely. And just, yeah, the stitching. How beautiful. Really amazing. Let's have a look at the back of this one. And now I'll need to turn this one over so I don't spoil the surprise. Wow, look at that. Look how much stitching goes into just one of these little squares. And you can just, yeah, you can feel it, and it just is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful front and back, but wow. How incredible. Okay, let's have a look. So we're starting with a look at the back of this one. Can we guess what it might be? Oh, it looks like it might have I'm going to guess a little bird or a little animal of some sort down here. And maybe a landscape or something, maybe a sun. Let's... Oh my! The beach. And look at this little seagull. It's all fluffy and just gorgeous. So I'm sure, I don't know if that's been done like with a wool felting, and then yeah, stitches and possibly some more wool felting underneath it. I'm not sure how you've done that. You'll have to tell us in the comments how you've yeah, the different techniques that you've used. But that, so special. And the colours of the sea and the waves and the rocks, the little island. Oh my goodness. And the way you've used that piping, little really fine piping along there. Oh my goodness. So you've used, it looks like maybe you've used a vintage linen or something that had that piped edge. That is amazing. And then again, using the tulle to add textures and the laces, and then the crinkled up fabrics, and then just all that gorgeous stitching. The sky, it reminds me of the famous French Van Gogh's sort of skies with the wending around. And then adding in just the sweetest little bits of bead and what look like little sea treasures down the bottom. That is exquisite. Oh, I feel... I would have been blown away by just one, but my goodness, seeing all three of Sheryn's amazing creations, just, I am blown away. You have officially blown me away. Now I'm just going to move the box so it's not obscuring the view, because I want folks to just have that chance to just see how gorgeous your work is. Oh my goodness. That is amazing and just gorgeous and so thoughtful. You've picked up so many of my favorite elements. Yeah, my love of the garden and flowers, my love of birds, and my love of the sea. I am just incredibly blown away by that. My goodness. Just amazing and so much inspiration. These are all going into my book, and they're each going to have their own page spread, because they just need to be, yeah, they need to be enjoyed and looked at and touched. And yeah, there's so much inspiration in these. There's so much I can learn from them. Wow. Wow, you've set a high bar, Sheryn. I'm going to have to get stitching on yours. I'm just finishing off one of my other ones, and I've got a few others that I need to get done this weekend as well, where other people have got them on their way. But wow, this has given me so much inspiration, but also a super high bar. Thank you. I can't tell you how this is just making me smile ear to ear, honestly. What a sweet, lovely gift. Just gorgeous. Just keep seeing things in them, like even just the detailing of the little, like the lichen growing on the rocks and the little barnacles, so little knots and the little bits of vegetation, and even just the use of the fabric with the lines, like the markings you get in the rocks, and the little bit of seaweed sort of growing between, or grass growing between the rocks. And the composition of these is just, yeah, it's lovely the way you've done this one. And the additions of just little elements of treasure. You must have such a wonderful collection of goodies to be able to use in these pieces. The little birds over here. Yeah, exquisite use of textures, really, and colours and designs and motifs. So lovely. I'll stop the video here, because I could go on, I reckon, all night, and I could keep touching them, and I probably will. I'm going to put them in front of me as I do my stitching to provide me with some amazing inspiration. Thank you, Sheryn. That's just, yeah, it's made my weekend. I think it's made my week. And I just feel so fortunate to be able to be taking part in this swap, and I hope my squares can bring as much joy to those I'm sending to as you guys are sharing with me through what you're sending me. So thank you. Amazing. Take care, everyone, and thank you for watching. Bye.